in your life, the more barriers, the harder it's going to be. So that means that maybe your goals have to be more realistic as well. Comments or questions? It's not easy. I'm not sugarcoating it. Health professionals find it hard too. So. Any comments?
Obviously, it's very, well, especially for myself, I find it definitely more of a thought process. It's all in the mind, how well you go or not go. And I'm finding definitely while I'm having these chats with you every weekend, excellent. But I do have a worry in the back of my mind that once all that stops, am I going to need to hire you professionally on a regular basis to keep that thought process going? Or is there a point somewhere along the line that it will be ingrained and I shouldn't need to hire you professionally? Or is it that some people need it ongoing for the rest of their life?
You get something new motivation every week when you come.
That's right.
Yeah, look, that's good to hear that because, yeah, look, I honestly believe that if you don't have the right mindset, you may as well just give up kind of thing because you all know what to do. I mean, obviously we've got great tips on nutrition and exercise and meal plans to give variety, but it really comes back to the mindset. Now, I've had patients who have just said to me the same thing, am I going to have to hire you and have you in my head and have you popping up on the computer? It will take time, so it's just like you getting into a new job. I'm sure if you've got your first job, it may have taken you a good year, so until you could actually do it with your eyes shut. So with this, because this is 8 weeks, you might find over the 8 weeks and then after that you start to get more automatic thoughts that are a little bit more helpful. I had one lady who she was losing weight and, well, before she was losing weight, she was a bit of an overeater. And she used to always say to herself, it was pretty awful, she'd also always say to herself before she would go to binge eat, is this worth it? It's not worth it. And, you know, it just created this vicious cycle of overeating. So she practiced every day, a different way of thinking. And what she was saying to herself, I'm worth it. Now for me, that thinking strategy wouldn't work because I'd go, I don't believe that. But for her, she needed something a bit more self-nurturing because she was very self-punishing. For other people it might be, you know, keep going, you can do this. But for her, she practiced every day. She had a palm card, and every day she had it, you know, when she was in the car, she had it there with her. And it's interesting, within about 2 months, she said, it's really funny. Every time I go to do something that's a bit negative, this I'm worth it pops in my head. And I go, yeah, I am worth it. And she just does something a bit different. That's because she did her homework. So it might be that every day you just have to rewire the way you think. And it's true, after this challenge, there might be a month or two down the track where you might get a little bit, you know, haphazard with things. That's just human behaviour. So for you, it might be just scheduling in time in your diary that every month, Saturday morning, it might be just you're used to Saturday morning for half an hour, you might get a cup of tea or coffee and sit down and think, how am I going? Because this is kind of like an investment, isn't it? So just as you sit down with the family and go, let's look at our budget, I don't think we put enough time with investing in our health. So you might just find that, make this as a habit that every Saturday morning we come here, don't ignore it after it. So every Saturday morning for half an hour, just see how you're going. And to go, oh, I think I'm just getting a bit off track. You might go, it's the thinking, I need to rewire the way I think. Maybe I haven't got a goal, I feel like I need to know so I've got to where I want in terms of fitness. Maybe the next goal is to maintain your fitness. Does that make sense? But it's a really good point. The challenge is designed to help you create new habits, but to give you the tools to be able to use them for the rest of your life. So we call that self-regulation. Self-regulation denotes that you can keep persisting, and you might call on us now and then, but you've got the strategies to know how to deal with it.
I think the other thing is too, I mean, we all know that food is one of the massive pleasures of life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's also the way you're raised, I mean, because you bring those thinking patterns into your adulthood, how you were raised to think about food as a child.
Oh, yes.
Because even as a teacher, I can see that with children in the classroom who are, I had one child in particular who always wanted to write about food. And she was overweight. She was already overweight at the age of 6.
Wow.
And I've seen different children with different amounts of energy attached to food, and of course that's what they've been taught in the home. So we have to be aware of, because it's such a pleasure, how much energy we're giving it,
Yep.
and if we can rechannel that energy into other things that give us pleasure.
Yeah, you're absolutely
But
right.
it's amazing with children.
Oh,
You know, and they're only little tots coming into the classroom, and they've already got this massive mindset about what food. Because
Yeah.
often parents will give children food to make them feel better. If they fall over, have an ice block.
Yep.
You know, or
Yep.
you're upset, have a lolly.
Yep, that's
You know,
yeah, you're right, and it does carry into
it
adulthood.
carries into adulthood.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you're right, so it's just being aware of, you know, not saying, blaming your parents, I mean,
No, I'm not blaming.
Yeah,
You've got
but-
to become aware
but be aware
that it's
of
a learned behaviour.
it is a learned behaviour, it's just being aware of it. I mean, like I said before, finishing what's on your plate, or after dinner, we all have dessert, something sweet.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right, it's just being aware of it and looking at if you can change it, but it goes back to the habit formation. If you've done that for 30 years, then you've got to give yourself some time to rejig it. And yeah, you're right. We're all damaged.
It's starting to make me feel that way.
I'm not going to ask you about, tell me about your childhood. So close the lid on that, Mark.
No, I do the opposite.
Your Irish Catholic background is probably just like, yeah.
It's true.
Catholic guilt.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's right.